if this works. I don't know if it will, but I'm gonna try because I'm on 720p and maybe that's better and enough for the cell phone tower here to handle it. Looks like it's working at the moment. Let me plug in my phone too, make sure this thing don't die. Sorry I lost you guys for a minute there, but what's up, Pazzo? Hey, Tommy. Yeah, I was just saying, like, about some of the stuff that I was just asked about the show that I just put up on my Instagram, but I'll wait till you guys get back here. Yeah, take two. Hopefully it works. So before I get to all that, I'll wait till the guy who asked me if he comes back here. I'll answer him. But I came out here because there's a new wing that I got that I posted on Instagram as well that I'm learning to kite, right? It's for paragliding, PPG, like paramotoring stuff. And I don't have a motor yet or anything because I have to learn how to actually kite the wing before I can be able to go up in the air with it, obviously. It's definitely way different than a parachute. And I think that kind of messes me up a little bit too because in the beginning, I was pulling like a lot of the brakes like pretty hard, and it's because I think I'm just used to how hard it is to pull uh brake, but kind of cool. And it like the versus the parachuting thing, but I'm definitely not going to stop with the skydiving stuff because I want to finish getting my A license. I only have like three more, maybe four more jumps to do before I'm done with that. So, not that much more, but it's a lot of work for everything, you know? So, it's a lot to learn and a lot to practice and do to get right. So, I don't care if it took me fucking 10 years to do, like I said, I'm going to just keep doing it because I enjoy it, you know? As far as the band stuff, yeah, like I don't know if you know the whole story of what happened, like in the past, but I'm not going to get into all that. But a lot of bad shit went down, and we just kind of took a break. And like, we never all really stopped talking for the most part. Like, we will go days where we don't talk, obviously, but somehow we pretty much remain friends. And you know, a lot of bands don't do that. We've been like, before we stopped playing, we were together playing and touring for almost 20 years. Okay, it was probably like 17 or 18 years, and then we decided to take a break. So that's a long fucking time, even though a lot of people don't realize that that's how long we were around for. Like, we started in 2002. If you go back to like the Send Me an Angel video, like right around the time where we first started, that was like 2003. Like, we were even doing stuff before we came out and anybody knew who we were. So anyway, the point is that it's cool. Like, we always got along, so we never really had a conversation where we're like, this is done. Like, we're done with this. It was just kind of like, we need a break, so let's just go do our own thing and live our lives. It's like, we had a drummer that some of you guys might remember, Siggy, and we all fucking love the dude, right? He's super fun to hang out with. He's like really quiet normally, so he doesn't really talk a lot, but whenever he does, he says some pretty epic funny shit. And like, I don't know, I love being around that guy. Like, he was super cool. And then he had kids, and he had a really hard time with the fact that we were touring a lot, and it was right around the time he had his kid, so he wasn't really around. And you know, when your kid has like their first steps or their first words or any of that stuff, like, you want to be around for that as a parent, right? So for him, I know it really upset him, and he ended up leaving the band, right? Like, he just dipped, and we ended up getting Chris in. That's a whole other story of how he got in the band, but like, that happens, right? Like, when you're touring like nonstop or doing stuff all the time as a band, like, it gets to a point where you just need a break, or you're missing things in life. And 17 years is like fucking long ass time, you know? No, Tommy, you didn't miss the. There was a part of the stream of the first stream that I actually had to stop because I was losing signal here where I am. But yeah, so Siggy ended up getting to a point where he was just like, I can't fucking do this anymore. Like, I gotta be there for my family, right? And that's cool. Like, we all respected that. So it was never any bad animosity towards that. And when we played that show for Rich a couple years ago for the memorial show, he actually came on stage and like played what was it, like a song or two with us during that show. Like we never had any beef with Siggy. Like he was always super cool. But yeah, anyway, we needed a break. Like we were doing that shit for fucking so long. It got to a point where like we just had to stop. And plus, it wasn't just all that. Like if you know the story of what happened, like you could understand why we had to stop. And like none of us have really done much. I guess I can't say none of us. Like my singer Dearborn, like he definitely has been still doing music while we haven't been. And Dregs and I at one point started like working on some stuff for new music, and then all of a sudden like he vanished. Like I can't get a hold of him anymore. Like he doesn't respond to my messages. So I don't know. I figure he's just busy with work, and like I'm not gonna fucking bother him every day. Like, hey dude, what are you doing? Hey, because I'm fucking sitting home building shit and like going skydiving and trying to learn new shit. And like I don't need to be on his ass all the time either. Like we're all fucking grown adults now, so we don't need to be on each other's ass. But we're all still friends. Like we all never got to a point where we're like fuck you. Like we're done as a band. Like we never got to that, man. We had our little bickers on tour, but they were dumb shit. Like we would get into drunken arguments, but it was never like you see with some bands where they get like full on fighting and like people leave the band because they're like that. None of that dumb shit. Like we always fucking had fun. And that's the thing that really sucks about not being playing for so long with them. Like it's just that was like my life, right? For since I was 19, I fucking joined that band. So I went from 19 to my fucking 30s playing with those guys. Like all over the world, right? All over the US. We went to Germany, Amsterdam, like fucking I don't know. The like I said, the point is like I'm glad that the whole show thing came up, and that's the story that I guess somebody was asking me about on the last stream. And I don't want to get like too detailed about everything, but Crossbreed, like they were a band that we played with quite a few times in Florida while we were coming up, and they ended up becoming good friends of ours, dude. Like Crossbreed was always super fucking cool too. Every time we played with them, we had a good show. Like we always had fun with those guys. And like they stopped a band. Like they had the tours in like all over the US. Then they did a few tours with us and a couple other bands. Like, and we kept meeting up like for random shows here and there. And then they just kind of stopped playing, and I think some of the guys just got like sick of just doing the whole band thing, maybe, or some of the guys left and it just wasn't, maybe they just weren't getting along like they used to. I don't know the story. I guess I'll find out when I hang out with them again, or if I hang out with them again. But they wanted to make a comeback at this point too. I mean, think about it. Like this world has fucking changed within a few years. Man, is audio cutting out? All right, maybe it's because I got the battery plugged in. But thanks for letting me know. Or maybe shut up and maybe hurry up with the stream so I'll get off of here and stop fucking lagging for everybody every 2 seconds. I'm sitting here trying to watch what's going on, and I see what you're talking about. Yeah, bit rate, which is low. Normally, like when I'm at home, I'm streaming at like 9,000 bit rate on my good camera, and this is going anywhere from like 1,000 to 2,000. So yeah. Anyway, so with the band thing, like Crossbreed, they wanted to come back and start doing things again. As we know, like things here in US anyway, things have been really weird lately. Like people just not being allowed to do anything, shows not going on, like people can't go to the movies. And I know like other parts of the world are even worse. Like people are still locked in their homes in some places. And we have an opportunity to get out again, and for me, I feel like that's an awesome second chance to get to do something cool again. And who knows what comes out of anything like that. Maybe nothing. Maybe the whole show gets canceled because of COVID anyway. Like maybe they say that maybe the venue says they don't want to do a show because like by the time December hits, who knows what's going to happen then. So oh, it's all good, Pazzo. It's nice to see you on here. If I have time, I'll let you know so we can at least meet up and say hi you know, maybe even at like tomorrow night or Sunday night or something like that before I go home. But I'm gonna be pretty busy because I'm just running around all day on a field, like trying to learn how to do this shit. So, but if I have a moment, I definitely want to hang out because I'm just sitting here anyway in a fucking hotel room right now. But I'm gonna go to bed in a little bit so I can get up in a few hours to go start on this shit. But yeah, this year like has definitely been weird. And then when things started kicking back in, yeah, we all got busy, right? Like we all have stuff that we need to do, whether it's work related or home stuff. Like now that we can finally get out and do stuff again, and everybody needs to get caught up on their bills because people who weren't working for so long got behind on things. Like I know, man. Like I got fucked on everything too. If I show you right now all of my analytics shit here on YouTube, you'll see. I like things started. I was saying this on the first stream. Things started going good again as far as you know my views and all that stuff. But it's all bullshit. It's all the same stuff that I've been showing you guys before, and it's not fair because nobody will help me fix it. It's not fair. I'm gonna cry. But it's like almost one part of me is like I don't want to bitch about it because I'm gonna be able to pay my bills again and try to get caught up. But at the same time, I need to bitch about it because as soon as that goes away, it's gonna fuck me again and it's gonna mess me all up. And it just keeps happening over and over and over, and they won't do anything about it. What kind of guitar does Will Smith have? Is that an Ibanez? I don't know. I'd have to see it. I don't know. People have many guitars. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'll have to. You can send me pictures or something. I'm gonna go here to the page and I'm gonna show you exactly what the hell I'm talking about. So yeah, anyway, Crossbury wanted me to come back and they asked us to play the show because like I said, we're friends, so we always put on like really fucking good shows together. So why not, right? But one of the guys don't really want to do it, and I don't know what's really gonna happen with that because I'm gonna be really upset if he doesn't show up. But I don't know what's gonna go on with that. I just like people are afraid of everything that's going on, and I think there's more to it, but we'll see. And like I said, maybe the show won't even happen because maybe the government will say we're not allowed to do anything. You know what I mean? So I'm not even gonna worry about it too much right now. All right, check this out. Check out these thumbnails. I hope I don't show a bad one. So these are all the videos that are like recommending my videos. See, these are my traffic sources for the last 28 days. And you can see here when I hover over the thumbnails how they're all weird stuff. Because this has nothing to do with stuff that I do on my channel. So, I mean, the dog videos, yeah, but I don't really post that many dog videos anymore. But you could tell they're all like girls that look like they're doing weird stuff with dogs. And then the titles too, man. The fucking titles. They're really, some of them are really fucked up. Oh damn. What's going on over here? Oh, what's going on this one? These are where all my recommended, like these are what channels are recommending my channel right now. Okay? This is bringing people, because this is a kind of content I post, There's a lot of stuff with women and horses. What's up with women and horses? Is it just because they have big things, or I don't know, or I don't know. I don't know. Oh, she thick. Oh, this one looks creepy. What is this? On YouTube. He's like, shut up, whammon. You're not allowed to talk, whammon. No whammon speak. Oh, wait, that's a good one. Oh! It's fucking Mandingo and shit. What is this? This is hilarious. This looks like a scene out of the RV. That's the couch on the side of the RV, on the pullout. Oh, now the monkeys are getting in on it. You know, I would understand if there were like any videos in here related to anything I do on my channel instead of some dude trying to fuck a goat. I mean, really. Oh, don't worry, it's an amazing man. He's amazing with that goat. Fucking amazing. This is exactly like the kind of content I post on my channel. Very related to everything I do. Let's go back even further. Let's go back a year. Let's go back a whole year, okay? You could tell, look, this is exactly, look, all of this, when I hover over it, even over here, back in earlier 2021, it's all the same weird shit. Look. For a whole year, okay? This is the whole past year, what's been recommending, like, videos or people to come to my channel. So the problem here is that it's all the weird stuff, right? So, like, the only people that are coming to view the most viewed videos on my channel are people from... We can go here to geography and I can show you. So the people who are watching those videos are in India, Indonesia, Brazil apparently. There were Brazilian titles in there that I saw. And then Vietnam, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Thailand, Egypt. Would be normal for my channel. States was first. Like Brazil or UK. Those views are all coming from the weird shit. And then all these are like, look, Saudi Arabia and like all this stuff. Like those people don't want to watch me on my channel. I mean, if some of my viewers are from there, that's awesome. But I don't really think I have a lot of viewers from there, so it doesn't make sense that my analytics would show that that's where my views are coming from. And these are all like, well, most of them are like either Middle Eastern or like South American stuff. But yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I wish they would do something about it, but I'm only showing it because it's kind of like, it's gonna be my update of the every few months to show you guys that this shit is still going on and hasn't changed. What's a 30 Tampan? You're from India? Are you living in India though? Like, do you live there right now? Because if you do, then ask the people there why they're watching all these videos on YouTube of animals doing stuff with women. Because is it because like porn isn't allowed there? Like if porn was allowed there, then would they not be looking at animals with women? Like, is that the only opportunity to see a woman? Or is there like a culture thing? People there want normal for them, but it's not for me, so I don't get it. And I just want to understand why all my views on my YouTubes are all coming from people that want to do some freaking goats. Fuck those freaks, no thanks. I'll pass. Anyway, I gotta go. I have gotta get up early, but I'll hang out for a few more minutes with you guys, and then I gotta get out of here. You gotta ask your friend from Algeria if it's like that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking honestly that if it is like that there, it's got to be because of like maybe they have like some weird ban on porn. Dude, they're trying to ban Bitcoin, okay? That you can't live in a world like that. What kind of world is that? No one wants to live in that. You got to go too. Where are you going? No, Algeria is not near India. However, I had someone from Algeria and I believe Egypt as well messaged me in the past. They were showing me there's something with fennec foxes there. I don't know if it's on their money or if they just live there in the wild. But yeah, there was a girl that I used to talk to from there, and she used to send me pictures of fennec foxes that were like just running around. I think she was in Algeria or maybe it was Egypt, but I can't remember. Oh, just out of the chat room because you're grounded. Do I want to know? You can tell me later. Oh, it's their national animal. That makes sense. You're already in the room, so now what? No, she's not working. Helping me right now watching this, but that I'm not doing right this second. Mascots of Fennec? I bet they're fast. They better be fast soccer players, or that would be weird if they're not. There's a bunch of soccer teams right now that actually just got picked up with some crypto stuff that's going on. Like, there's a whole team that's gonna be trained to be like doing everything based on crypto, and I forget what country they're from. Sorry, I'm trying to plug in this battery thing so my phone doesn't die. Hopefully, it doesn't affect me being plugged in, but you can still hear me right now, right? There we go. There you guys are. Oh, your friend used to play soccer there? That's cool. Yeah, I think the pausing BS, I think that's just my signal in the hotel room because I see my bit rates like jumping around. It's alright. Whatever. I'm not going to be on too long. I just wanted to do a quick stream to say what's up and show you guys this sketchy room. And I was hoping I would see like a roach come up on the pillowcase or something so we could hang out, but not happening. Haven't seen one yet. Oh, as far as the stuff that I'm doing here, so I had a lot of fun today, by the way. The guy that I met up with, he's super fucking cool. Um, he's like probably the perfect person to work with me, it seems like, at least at the moment, because I talked to a lot of other people, right? Like probably like 10 other guys. The I'm trying to think of how to explain this because like without getting into like an hour long story because this has been like what is it, 3 years that I've been talking about wanting to do this, maybe I'm going on 4 years. So originally, like, I wanted to do paramotoring and paragliding because when I was living in Colorado, I saw guys on the mountains there that were doing all that shit, and I thought it was the coolest stuff ever. Tommy, I was showing the room. Why didn't you see the room when I showed the room? No, the thumbnail is not this room. This room's actually nicer than that. That was just me clickbaiting you to come hang out with me for tonight. But the room was sketch. I did show it. And there's a free sock back there if you want it. It's probably fucking someone's, I don't know. I was gonna make a joke, but I don't want to talk about those people. Anyway, so I've been wanting to do this for a while, and when I saw people doing it, whatever, I wanted to do it, but the person that I was with at the time was like not into any of that kind of shit. And I even talked about skydiving one time, and people are usually either all like, "Fuck yeah, let's go try that," or they're like, "No, that's scary as shit. I never want to have anything to do with that." So just kind of like never really, but probably the perfect timing for me to get into it because I sat around looking around going like I'm just sitting here building drones anyway. It would be cool to like learn this stuff as well, and I'll have fun doing it, but I can also make it a career later on. And it seems like after watching this stuff for so many years, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about how there's not enough people in the sport to really help out with a lot of stuff that needs help with. Like whenever I'm at the skydiving place, there's never enough people to like help pack the parachutes, for example. So one of the things is I definitely want help at the DZ, but I'm a lot anymore because I'm mostly going to be just on the ground packing chutes to help out because they never have anybody who wants to do it. So if I were to become a rigger and train to do that, but at the same time, there's two reasons why I really want to do it. And one of them is I feel like being a rigger and packing is going to help me with the stuff that I want to do in the future, which is going to it's gonna make it to where I'm gonna need to be able to pack my parachute kind of fast, and I don't want to do that without being like amazing at it. So I figured if I'm doing it every day, multiple times a day, well, it would be more than multiple times a day. It'd be a lot, but anyway, if I was doing it all day, I would get really, really fucking good at it, right? The other thing is, I would get paid to do it, so I would be hanging out at a place that I enjoy hanging out with people that I have fun with. I would get to have fun at work and get paid to have fun, which is my goal in life, right? Because who wants to get paid for doing stuff they hate? No one. So you just got to keep fighting for it, right? So anyway, that's one thing. But with jumping and skydiving, it's way cheaper to get into than getting into paramotoring and paragliding and all that. Like, getting training to that, or are even interested or even know that that exists. So it's like every time I would talk to people, I either kind of felt weird about meeting up with them to have them train me, or maybe they cost too much money, or they just seemed like they were going to be safe enough. And to do this as safe as possible. Just like I could literally jump off a building. Like no one's gonna fucking stop me. No one's gonna be able to say anything except for when I land on the ground. If it's somewhere I'm not supposed to be jumping from, obviously I'd get arrested. But other than that, hey, thank you for the happy birthday. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was earlier this month. I'm a fucking old fuck now. But yeah, I wanted to be as safe as possible. So instead going out and buying one and jumping off all the shit I want to jump off of, like I've been for years now going to these places to meet up with people who know what the fuck they're doing, and that's why it's taking so long, right? Because I have to come up with the money to pay for the training, I have to come up with money for gear, I have to do that. So sometimes I just have to wait and like not do other stuff that I want to do. But little by little these goals are all being met. And like I said, even going to 10 years, I wouldn't care. If it takes me 10 years to learn and feel like I'm good at it, like I'll take the 10 years. I'll be patient. And I looked around for people to teach me for the past 3 years, and I can't seem to find anybody, right? So I just started doing the skydiving thing because that's way easier, way cheaper. You could literally just go to any drop zone and say, hey, I want to skydive today, and they will strap you right the fuck up and they will take you up. If you have the money to pay to get on the plane, they will throw you on the plane. So I got into that first, fell in love with it, right? There's or fly every day, whether I'm doing other shit, and then hopefully also get paid. That's another thing is with the drone stuff too. That is another goal of mine, was to this year possibly finish getting my Part 107 as well, which will allow me to get paid to do jobs flying drones legally. Because right now, like if this hotel, for example, said, hey, I want you to fly the drone around the hotel so that, you know, you could get a cool shot so we can use it for our advertisement or whatever, like I could get in trouble and fined really big for even just shooting a video and giving it to them and letting them do whatever they want. Because there's these laws that the FAA are passing now that are really fucking over like drone pilots. Originally they used it under the guise of like, because Amazon wants to put a bunch of drones in the air, and we don't need a bunch of kids flying drones in the air that are going to crash into business things and planes and whatever. So they started putting out all these fake news articles about like drones hitting airplanes and all this stuff. Then later on, they're like, oh, sorry, it wasn't really a drone, it was a bird. But no one sees the article about the it was a bird. Everyone thinks now that drones are all over the sky hitting a bunch of planes. So then they put out all these laws that say like really stupid shit. I'm not going to get into that right now, but the things is obviously you to be like a drone pilot, because I think, you know, they really just want you to prove that you know the rules, that you're not going to go like fly around on top of people and potentially hurt somebody and all that safety stuff and whatever. It gets to a point where they put in all these rules and it really prohibits people from doing stuff. So like I said, even if this hotel wanted me to shoot a sick video for them, I couldn't do it legally. Like I could do it, but they couldn't put my name on it because I'd get fined. You know, I could get in a lot of trouble unless I had that Part 107, right? So what's that take? It takes studying a whole bunch of shit and then coming up with the money to go take another test. It's so stupid. They even have some other fucking stupid test they make you take that's free. And I took it. And then they give you this stupid printout thing I have to carry in my wallet. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, this fucking thing. It's like a little certificate that says you took a test online and you know what the fuck you're doing, basically. But it's like the test is made for like fucking 8-year-olds. So yeah, of course I'm gonna pass it. I know like enough about drones now that I could pass the Part 107 as well, but I haven't been like wanting to put my money on that just yet because I want to fucking finish this skydiving shit and this other flying shit first. Just because it's more expensive, you know? So I just want to get it, out of the way. And then the cheaper test is going to be easy to come up with, you know? While I have the money to do this, do it. Like, it's done. I have the gear, I can do it, all that shit. Yeah, I could teach drones. Excuse me. I could teach drone stuff, but there's a couple things that stop me way better than me and do those videos. I have thought about it a lot. A lot of things that I've done that I don't see videos out about with drones, and things that I could probably help other people that are starting out. And I've thought about doing it, but like all of the things that I want to do in the future of anything related to what I'm doing now, like the drones and skydiving and everything, like teaching people about it more, I want to really know what the fuck is going on before like I do that. And I want to also redo my site and everything so that when people do come onto my website, they can find like all of the necessary things to help them beyond my video. Like if I have links to other things or pictures that I need to show, you know, for like schematics and stuff like that, it's going to be easier. But right now my site looks like dog shit because I went and took my site from years ago and then updated it without fully redoing the site. So I have like elements from the old site, elements from the new site, and random shit I threw up that I needed to get up right away. And I started working on new stuff, like at home for the past few months. I've been like throwing little pages together and doing the graphics for them. But it's a lot of work to get it to look nice. And you guys saw like I did that Happy Snake site and like the meth token site for the crypto stuff. And those sites came out awesome. Like I think I did an awesome job on those sites, but my site looks like shit. So it's like I always do the worst on mine. So I have to take the time before I do anybody else's work. I really want to redo my stuff But I've been so busy with learning the skydiving stuff and this other shit that that's come first priority before the winter, because once the winter comes, like my only option to still learn this stuff is if I go down south. And I want to finish it before that, obviously. So um like there's priorities, right? So my plan, just kind of talking to you guys, since you guys watch my channel and hang out with me all the time anyway, is to finish that and then go towards possibly, do the site and then start putting up all the new videos I want to do, showing all the new shit that I'm doing, showing, the drone stuff that I want to teach other people how to do. And I need to turn that beep off because that is fucking so loud. We're gonna wake some people up. Oh, another fucking bullshit thing. You want to hear this fucking bullshit? So, well, no, maybe I shouldn't talk about personal bullshit. The reason why I'm fucking probably still up and wired and can't go to sleep and everything, I was all like stressed out earlier too because my fucking insurance had cut off. Like they don't want to pay for my meds anymore that I was on, and that's fine. Like I've been wanting to get off of them anyway, but they help me sleep and help me fucking function. And I got really fucking upset about it because I got no warning at all. They didn't tell me they were gonna do it. And like you can't just take people off psych meds without weaning them off or warning them, but they don't fucking care. So there was no warning, and then I was like, all right, I'll just fucking pay for it. And they're like, well, one of your medications is like $400. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So now, like, I'm not gonna spend $400 on meds. I'm gonna spend $400 on gear for me to fucking fly. Like, fuck meds. I don't care if I lose my mind. Like, and my doctor was just like, voicemail, we moved our building and we won't be open until Monday. Okay, great. So I left them a voicemail, and I guess we'll... So if I... happens more frequently than it needs to for people, yeah, I know. They don't really care. That's American healthcare for sure. Yeah, I hope they do universal here at some point, because they've talked about it a lot, but they don't want to do that because it's less money in their pockets. Yeah, I mean, but some countries have it, but many don't. Like you're lucky that you live in a place that does allow for that. Even like where I'm from, look at countries though. Look at what countries are doing now with. I know I talk about like the crypto stuff and like throw that in all the time, but it's because I'm really into it and I really believe in it because of all of the changes that are coming, hopefully, with all of this new technology. And one of them is going to hopefully fix the healthcare system in a couple of ways. So there's blockchain technology that's being created right now that's going to allow for hospitals and doctors and stuff to have data that's communicating to each other a lot better. Right now, the way that it works is like some doctors have a server with some information on it that they put in, and then another country has their servers with their information in it, and then another one. So when something like this whole thing happened in the lab that we heard about in the past couple of years, like when that happens and a doctor is online saying, hey, by the way, this is going on and we need the world to know, but then their country decides to just delete all those messages so nobody gets to see it on the internet, then nobody knows and has done in time. But this new technology that's coming out, what would happen in this case is there would go on and say, hey world, delete it because it's on the blockchain, and the blockchain lives within the world. And even if that country tried to delete it, I love the stock and I support blockchain technology. We also did that. We have an NFT that we minted with Ashley's graphic. I put it up, but we're just gonna leave that up for now because she has a lot of really other cool stuff. And I thought about this when I do my site over, because that is going to be the catalyst to all of the other things online I've been waiting on, wanted to put up. You guys who have been around for a while, I think what I'm going to do is like, once I don't know what she's going to do with hers, but for mine, I'm going to do a bunch between the photos that I have of like Luna and Scout. I have these cute little photos that I'm going to be working on to put up for like NFTs, but then also a lot of other new stuff that I've been working on. I'll show you. I'm going to save those NFTs for you guys. Like, I'll mint like, let's say 25 or 50 of them, of like, because think of them like Pokemon cards, right? Or like Marvel cards or whatever you're into, or maybe not all cards, some shit. Think of basically give away like most of those to you guys who have been around for a while that do want one, that do have a wallet that I can send it to. But we'll discuss that later when I actually do it. And I'll find out how many people actually want one. Like, I'll put out a little thing that says, if you want one, just let me know. And then I need to mint. And the rest of them are going to be all like free that I'm going to give away to you guys that have been around. Like, all you guys who I recognize your names, I'll that I'm doing this. And then you one, and you can do whatever you want with it. You could burn it, delete it, I don't care, sell it, whatever the fuck. But I'm gonna make really cool ones, little cute ones. Like, I have a lot of ideas of things I want to do, so I want to make sure that I give the first few copies to you guys, though, for always hanging out. And I don't think they're really gonna do anything. There's so many people who are releasing NFTs right now. They're not. They're not like. I don't feel like they're gonna be like a thing that I'm as like a make me rich scheme for my channel that I'm gonna like sell all these NFTs. But I've always had trouble with my t-shirts, my like all those graphics that I made for like posters or mugs. Like, I made some cute shit that I put up, whatever. They were mostly stuff that like I wanted for me to wear, like that I wanted to buy a shirt, and just running a t-shirt company and I'm selling like a million shirts. They're just like drop ship, to from Teespring. So it's like not like a big source of income for me. So NFTs, I feel like, are a better way of me releasing a lot of these images that like I sometimes work on but never put out because they just don't fit right for like a shirt that like a community would want to buy or my friends would want to buy. They're just like shit that I want to buy, that I want to wear for me, that means something to me. So like, if I did those type of things but as NFTs, it'd be better because then I could like give some away or like put them up for sale, and if people want them, they could buy them. I can make some that are just like a one of one copy that there won't be any more made, stuff like that. And if people want them, they want them. If they don't, they don't. But I think for me, it'll be easier to put out stuff like that than trying to come up with like a cool t-shirt design that people will love. Like, I do still want to do t-shirts, don't get me wrong. Like, there's stuff that I always enjoy making just for myself, and if the other people like them, that's cool. But I really do want to do some of that. And so I tested it out by minting the NFT for Ashley's graphic on Ethereum, which is pricey to do. So it's like you can't even really release a lot of them on there unless you have a shit ton of money. That sucks. But I think by the end of this year, that might be fixed. And if it's fixed, I'll go back to that. If not, I did do one on Solana, but it's not public. It's on the test net, and I just called it Dro. But that was just a test. I have to learn how to attach an image to it. Then I also have an NFT that I minted on the Cardano blockchain, and I think that's where it's going to live. See, right now it's hard because Cardano doesn't have anything really going on. Like, Sunday Swap isn't released yet. Is it called Sunday Swap? Yeah, Sunday Swap. They're not out yet, but they're almost. I think they said by the end of December or the middle of December they're supposed to release it, and by that time things are gonna go ape shit. But they do have a NFT store. I called it. I think it's called cnft.com, I think, or .io. You could probably find it, but the CNFT site, you could see the NFTs that people made on the Cardano blockchain anyway. So you can kind of get an idea of like some of the images that people do on there. I really want to do it on there, but we'll see what happens by the end of this year with that network, right? Like, what's going on with them. John would love that. What, one of the NFTs? I'll send him one, yeah. I know he's got a couple wallets and stuff, so I'm definitely gonna send him one for sure. Anything I make as an NFT that there are extras of, I'll make sure if he wants one, he can have one. Because, he actually sent me a really sick soldering iron for my birthday, and I did shoot a video showing it. Like, I unbox it in the video and everything, but my audio for any video that I bring into Resolve on my home computer, doesn't play anymore for some reason. And I tried uninstalling the drivers. I tried reinstalling like shit. Man, I fucking spent like 3 days fucking with it, and I just gave up. And I have my laptop, so I can edit on that. It's not a big deal, but I really want to get the audio working on my main computer because that one's got the good graphics card, and it's like it plays music. If I bring in a music track, it plays fine, but if I bring in a video, all my audio is gone. And I know a lot about Resolve. Like I've went through all the settings that I could think of, and I just can't get it to work. I uninstalled it, reinstalled it, uninstalled my sound drivers, reinstalled them. I don't fucking know, but I'll eventually figure it out. It's just been a pain in my ass for the past few days, so I haven't put any of those videos that I shot out. And I shot a bunch of really cool drone shit. Like I finally flew the gap in between the trees, but like I did some really cool shit that I wanted to post. And then I went to a couple new places that I haven't been to, but well, not new, but new as in like I didn't really go there this year at all, but I did recently. And I want to post those as well, but I can't fucking edit them because my fucking shit was down. And then Alex is a fucking awesome homie, but they're in my car. I'm not going out there right now. But yeah, so he got me 2 different goggles for skydiving, which is fucking awesome. He got me one that's like dark shades and then one that's clear. They're the exact model that I use when I'm at the drop zone too, so I can still use them. They're not like a new pair that they wouldn't let me use yet. Waiting on what? My friend's been wanting to get you into Bitcoin, but you don't know enough about it. Yeah, I mean, if you're ever curious, I'll let you know. Yeah, if you take a look at the goggles that I wear when I'm skydiving with that silly helmet, it's a pair of those. I really like the shades that he got. Yeah, dude, Tommy, I flew a drone. I did, but I only flew it for like a minute, not even a minute, because I flew it around this little baseball field that I was flying my wing at, because that's why I'm here, like to fly the wing. But a drone out here, and all pretty much dead because I had them all storage storage charged, and this morning I couldn't get them, just wasn't charging them fast enough. So I was like at 3.8. So by the time I took off, my drone was already going to like 3.7, 3.6, and I had to just put it down. But that's why I'm charging these other batteries right here. And look, they even left me a little box of tissues next to my bed in case I need it. You know when like my mom would call to say, "Hey, I need help with like a computer," and then you, or like your mom, and you're like, you go to help them because you really, but then you tell them to hit the start menu, and they say, "What's a start menu?" And you go, "Okay, can you just right click on the desktop real quick?" And they're like, "What's a right click?" And that's when you realize, like, fuck, I can't really help in this situation. That's gonna be you in like 3 years, 2 years, okay? Because everything's gonna change. All right, everything's gonna go into blockchain stuff really quick. And there's a lot of really smart people, and they're trying to make it a lot easier and simpler. So it's like, when you go to your bank account and you want to transfer money to someone, and you got to go through all this bullshit, and then it takes like us, but it's not going to be. Maybe it's going to be an email address. Right now, it's a bunch of weird numbers and letters and characters, but eventually it's going to be like an email address, and you just send money there and it appears. But it's not just sending money to people. There's a lot more. There's like, okay, so like let's say you're playing a video game, and like WoW. Okay, let's say you're playing Warcraft, and you have to sell to someone, right? Gold because it's like the best sword. You want to sell it, and you shit because you just sold a fake sword in a video game, and it doesn't mean anything in the real world, and whatever, who cares? Now think about it this way: with this technology, what you can do is you can sell a sword to me, dollars worth of these gold coins, and I buy them from you with my 1,000 gold coins. Now let's say a shit ton of people put their money into these gold coins too, because they all want to play the game as well. Now the price of these gold coins keep going up. I can explain how the price goes up later because that's more technical. But let's say the price keeps going up, right? Now all of a sudden that 1,000 coins is worth, like, let's say 2,000 coins or $2,000. I'm gonna say not 2,000. You have 1,000 coins. They're worth $2,000 now. You could sell them and you can actually get your $2,000 and move it to your bank account. And now you just sold a sword inside of a. Now another way that it could work is you could take that sword, and that same sword that you're playing in, let's say WoW, you could take it into Super Mario Brothers, and then you could use that sword as Mario to go kill a bunch of fucking Koopa Trooper, whatever Trooper Koopa things are. How the fuck am I fucking that up? Super Trooper fucking duper cockroach fucking turtles, bullets that come at you with wings. I don't know Nintendo names. I'm not American. I don't know your fucking American ways. So yes, smart contracts, blockchain technology will allow you to take an item that's in a game. Yes, Koopas. And they will take that item. You can play that item in another game, or even a character. Like, remember that game that came out? I don't even know if it might have been a Nintendo thing where you buy those little toys at the store and then you put them on the thing on the game, and then you can actually play as that character. And they came out with ones for the Hearts game, something Kingdom of Hearts. Like I remember they had all those characters you could buy, because Kingdom of Hearts was like fucking Disney shit mixed with like all sorts of shit, right? Like Nintendo stuff and what was that other one I saw? Final Fantasy was in there. There's a bunch of shit in there. But it's kind of reminds me of that, because you could like take those little fucking things. Yeah, dude, it's the fucking Roach Motel. Actually, this hotel's not as bad as some of the ones that I've seen. This is actually a lot nicer. I did show all the quirks and features of the room earlier, though, but that was on my other stream before I lost signal, and I had to start a new stream. You're still learning American ways, Jotska. Amiibos, that's what they were called. See, you know what I'm talking about. But I remember those you could like bring somewhere else, and then you could still play as that character. And I think it would save all of your character data, right? If you had that. Maybe it had, yeah, RF thing. I don't know. That can be done too. Like, let's say you want to fucking buy a house, right? Or like you have a house and you want to sell me your house. We can create a smart contract between each other that says, I'm going to pay you every month, and I'm going to pay you a certain amount every month. And when that amount is up to, let's say, how much, and it's all on the blockchain, so if you tried to say I never paid you, I could easily show that it's right there online that I paid you. And over time, like, that's all done automatically. Like, you could have it done to where it all it out of your wallet like every month. Even for taxes, the government, there's so many cool things that can be done with it. And right now, all these fucking old people that don't understand it, that don't even understand how to open up their email or hide their emails, as we've seen in the government here in America anyway. No one knows how to hide their emails. But they don't understand this shit, so they just don't want it around. They want it to stop, and they're trying to put all these regulations against it. But there are some smart people who are like pushing against it, and they're telling them, no, if you put these regulations in place, they're gonna fuck America over, and these other countries are gonna be way better than us because they're gonna be rich and we're gonna be fucking bullshit. We're gonna get taken over. So I suggest you learn a little bit about it and try to understand it, because it's going to come. Like, it's since started coming up. But just so you guys know who don't, the thought and idea of Bitcoin as like cryptocurrencies in general, there were other ones before Bitcoin that didn't work out, and there were other ideas that were basically put out by really smart people that said, hey, we could do this, a digital currency. And guess what? It got shut down. So, what I honestly think happened, Satoshi person was, I honestly think it's probably the people who were working on this technology and got denied by the government for actually releasing the stuff. So maybe they said, fuck it, we're just going to put it out under anonymous and no one can do shit. Oh, yeah, here's the thing, Pazzo. I went to the bank and I closed my bank accounts. And I told them, oh, Ashley was with me, by the way. This was pretty hilarious because I think I might have embarrassed her a bit because the lady was asking me why I was closing down my bank accounts because I've had them since I was in my teens. I was like 16 or something like that when I opened up my bank account with Chase. And I was like, I don't fucking want. I don't want this shit anymore. It's fucking stupid. They're charging me to keep my money. Why am I going to pay monthly for you to hold my money? I could just hold it myself. So then I told her, I was like, plus my and it's like we don't say that word around here. Stand like it has nothing to do with you, like the lady that was helping me, but the bank themselves, they're scared of it. They don't want people to be able to do these transactions themselves. I'm sorry about the audio. Um, it's all right. I'll get going here in a few. Yeah, I'm getting silenced by the bank. Let me know when it's working again. So, sell Bitcoin. Well, not really because of Bitcoin, but I just told them like they're charging me to keep my money, and I'm not doing that. Sorry. How I embarked her. That's funny. Embarrassed. Yeah, because I was telling the lady at the bank about like how I didn't want my account anymore because of Bitcoin, and she was just getting all red because she was just like, I guess kind of either probably like embarrassed or just shy about the fact that I was saying that I don't want anything to do with Chase anymore because they don't want anything to do with Bitcoin. And I showed them my sick Bitcoin card that I have, and I was got the fuck out of there. Like, if I want to send you money right now, and I want to send you $100 through Chase Bank, you're not gonna get it today. You're not gonna get it tomorrow because tomorrow's the weekend, and Sunday's the weekend. So you're gonna have to wait till Monday for my money to get to you if I transfer it. Sometimes they do it within 24 hours, but sometimes on weekends they hold it. So it's like, why not just send you some crypto and then you exchange it for dollars? Or, like, here's the thing, there's stable coins, right? And stable coins don't lose value. So like if I sent you 20 bucks, I'm sending you 20 bucks. But you would get it that instant. It's just like fucking Cash App and all that stuff. It's like you're just emailing somebody money. But the banks don't allow for that. The banks are legit right now. People want to come in for the fucking take instantly. Monthly service is 15 for what? Oh, for having the bank. Yeah, my mom's bank too. My mom's bank, they kept freezing her card for her using crypto. She had a lot of problems with her telling her like just close your fucking bank. New technology that's confusing. So I get it, it's not easy to just like change your lifestyle, like that. But um honestly, like I wouldn't be able to do all this stuff that I'm working on if it wasn't for the stuff that I'm doing with crypto and the stuff that I did before I started learning this stuff to get caught up on all my bills and get the stuff I needed to be able to afford this because people kept telling me like oh, crypto's a Ponzi scheme and crypto's just, you're just trying to fucking guess the market. But people don't understand there's so much more to crypto than just trading crypto. There's so many applications. There's games you can make money on. There's farming, there's liquidity, there's mining, there's so many things about fucking Bitcoin. That's the honest truth. I went with, and I don't pay for an account with one because they're not a bank account like regular bank account, and I was able to do all my bills through there, except for PayPal doesn't allow for it, which fucking sucks. They charge me extra every time I want to do a transfer on PayPal because I don't have like a real bank account, so they won't approve my Capital One for some reason. Like I can use it as a credit card, but they charge extra for it instead. It's fucking stupid. Fucking PayPal, dude. I don't even really use PayPal much anymore, but I still have a couple uses for it because people still haven't moved over to new systems. But yeah, this is my sick crypto card. One of them. Anyway. I almost dropped it. This is my other one, but it ain't crypto. It's a tape talking about old technologies. You like the skull? Yeah, I showed that. I put it on my Instagram when I first got it. I have another one too, but I don't carry it with me because, yeah, that's not one I want to lose. And I don't really use it because I don't really want to use crypto for payments right now. But think of it this way. Like, let's say you want to go buy a car, okay? Like, let's say you want to go buy before they take off in December because the holidays, everything does well all the time anyway. It's just natural. It happens in crypto every fucking year. Buy that car, right? Like, it doesn't always happen that way, but if you know what you're doing and you know how to play it right, like, you could do this to pay off loans too. Like, people will take out loans for, like, let's say 10 grand, and they'll put it into crypto, and then they'll pay the loan every month. So let's say you have like a $500 payment. They're paying that $500 payment, but they're paying that $500 payment with the increases in money that they're getting for the stuff in crypto. So if you put it into like liquidity, farming, pools, like whatever, if you put it into the right one, you're basically making passive income. So now you have enough to monthly pay off the card for the loan, and then within like 2 to 5 months, you'll more than double that loan money. So you'll not only pay back the loan, but now you also have extra money to put in your pocket. Not everybody understands how to do this stuff yet, but by the time they do, it's not going to be possible anymore because it's already going to be so many people inside the ecosphere of crypto that the prices are all going to balance out, and no one's going to be making the kind of APY like increases that they do right now with farming, liquidity, like lending, everything. Like, I can't really show you right now because I'm on my phone, but I have like the apps on there that I could show you at some, like when I'm at home on the computer. But like KuCoin and a couple other of the apps, they allow you to do some really, really cool shit when it comes to like running bots and stuff like that too. There's so many fucking things, man. I could go on forever, but I always feel like every time I talk about crypto stuff, everyone just fucking dips because no one likes hearing about that stuff. Everyone's so sick of hearing of crypto because no one really gets it and no one really cares. But I'm sitting here going, guys, my friends, listen, there's a cool opportunity here. But it's like, you can also really get fucking hurt if you don't do it right, you know? So it sucks. But you're gonna all be forced to use it, so you better start learning it now, because within a few years it's probably gonna be the norm, and all of the websites you visit are gonna require you to have a wallet, because that's how you log in. Like, you actually log in with your wallet. Like right now, if I want to go to, let's say, PancakeSwap, let me show you. Oh, I can't get the pancake swap. They have a thing here on their internet. They have a thing. I'm gonna have to go through a VPN if I want to do that, or on Tor or some shit. I think they have the crypto sites blocked on their network. Yeah, I mean, I have like a couple crypto videos on my channel, but it's like, again, I haven't really done very like complicated or detailed videos on crypto stuff because I just feel like people on my channel just don't fucking care. Every time I do any kind of technical anything, like it just does really bad. And I have a few friends that watch that enjoy that kind of content, but most people, they don't give a fuck. Yeah, Pancake Swap, it's got some really cool opportunities too. Pancakes do sound good right now, but actually, so does sleep. So I gotta go. I'm gonna get going here because I gotta get up in a few hours to go do this other stuff. But I'll talk about that stuff too once I'm doing it. Hopefully, at least you enjoy that. For now, I'm out though, and peace out. Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow because I've got another couple nights here and I'm going to probably be bored at night. But hey, maybe I'll hang out with Pazzo if you're available, or I'll be doing. But if I'm, we'll go get on chat or some shit. But yeah, good night, guys. I'm out. It's like 2 a.m. and I don't want to be totally dead tomorrow. So I'll see you.